Marie. Oh, finally, we're live on the Play Button app. Welcome into the Play Button app, my friends. Alrighty, let me get the live chat going, not just the top chat. All right, Marie, let's see what's going on. And guys, we are doing freebies. All you have to do is put your name and the topic matter in the comment section below. And you may be receiving a free reading here live today on the internet. All right, this is for Marie and career. What does Marie need to know about career? Spirit, what does Marie need to know about career? Spirit, what does Marie need to know about career? What's going on for our friend Marie? Oh, so things in career aren't going as planned. So we do have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak, heartache. You can see there's toxicity leaking out of the heart after being poked 3 times. There is something here that's feeling very heavy with career. But I would not fret. I would not fear. Yes, there's a lot of emotions in this. Yes, it may feel like you're defeated, but not all is lost, okay? Not all hope is lost. You can see this character has defeated the other 2 characters. This is taking your power back. That's what this 5 of Swords is saying, hey, sometimes we got to fight to make sure that we stand up for ourselves, that we fight for what we want, and we notice that we take our power back. Thank you, Farah and Princess Shell, for the follows. I appreciate that. We also have the King of Cups here. The King of Cups is an emotionally sound person, but the waves are really, really rocky. So you're going to see there is a lot of emotions here. Thank you for the heart me, Princess Shell. There's a lot of emotions evolved with this. So don't let it get you down. You can see he's above it all, right? He is above all of that emotion. So don't sit in your feelings for too long. Mourn what you got to mourn, right? Because there is a loss. There is a loss. But you are going to find your footing and you are going to take your power back. All right. So I do hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for submitting your donation. Not donation, sorry. You did a freebie. But Farah, to get a 5-minute reading, it's a $15 donation. Linktree link is in the profile. You can use Venmo, PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com. You're welcome, Marie. Veronica, thank you for the roses and for the follow. I really appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Cheryl, thank you for the follow, as well as Billy. Thank you guys so much for the follows. I really appreciate that. Really, truly. That's wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys. So if you are interested in a reading, we are doing randomly selected freebies at this time. Barbie, yes, you can get your freebie on karmic debt. Absolutely. Canamal, I got your donation. Thank you so much. I gotcha. So you're going to be after Barbie's freebie because I already said Barbie could have her freebie because she is a paid subscriber. Thank you for being a paid subscriber there, Barbie. And then we're going to get that to you. Princess Shell, thank you for the popular vote. Hell yeah, dude. All right. Spirit, what does Barbie need to know about their karmic debt? Oh, you did your own numerology last night. Ooh, what number are you? Spirit, this is for Barbie. Okay, you sent me the question in there. Perfection. I'll take a look right after we do Barbie's freebie. What does Barbie need to know about their karmic debt? Karmic debt. 6. Nice. 6 is a very creative number. It's also a number of spirituality, harmony, growth. All of that's the number 6. We have Judgment here for you, Barbie. Judgment is a calling card. So when we're talking about your karmic debt, you're cleaning it up. You're called to do it. You're doing it naturally. All right. When we talk about Judgment is a calling card. It is the card that's taking you up to another level. You are leveling up with this card. You're also protected by angels. We have Archangel Gabriel here, who is the Archangel of the Pearly Gates, who says you can enter or you cannot enter. I don't believe that there is a hell. I think everyone enters the spiritual realm. I could be wrong on that, but I do believe in that. So just know that you are cleaning up your karmic debt. Karen, thank you so much for the follow and the heart me. Ooh, very interesting. It is your choice to do this work. It is your choice. We have the 7 of Cups, which is the choice card, right? And then we have the 8 of Pentacles, which is the work that's worth it card, internship, going back to the drawing board, making sure everything's working and ebbing and flowing. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit makes me burp for anyone who is unaware. But this is absolutely something that you are here to do. And I feel like the choices that you make are the what is cleaning up the karma. So I would not worry about like, oh, it's my choice. I think the choices that you make are what's creating this really good alignment, that's creating this new drawing board here, that's creating something that is going to be lasting, okay? It is going to be lasting work. I think you're doing fine. I think you're doing fine with your karmic cleanup or your karmic debt. But that was a really interesting question there, Barbie. Thank you for asking it. And I really appreciate you always. Thank you for being a paid subscriber. Girl, I love you, and you know I do. Karen, thank you for the tiny, tiny roar. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Mom of 2 boys, thank you so much for the follow. All right, so we have Miss K right now. Miss K, Veronica, thank you for the tiny, tiny roar. All right, so Miss K, we have a question saying there has been a misunderstanding between me and S, and he went silent for a few days. What is he thinking, and do you see him reaching out? Please don't mention his name. Well, you didn't give me his name, so that's great. Otherwise, put that first. Don't put it last because I read the whole thing out loud. But Miss K, I hope that was okay to say S because that doesn't give any details away. All right, so let's check out. I assume this is a potential love situation. So we're going to be asking about love for you, Miss K, about S. All right, wonderful. So this is for Miss K, Miss K, Miss K. So we're just taking some cleansing breaths before we go further. Thank you, Mom of 2 boys, for the tiny dinies. Roar. I really appreciate that. 5 of them. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, and Miss K, if you ever want to watch this reading again, I do have this recording on the Play Button app, the tube, if you will. Second link in the link tree. Your timestamp 7 minutes. Okay, so it's just 7 minutes into the recording. So let's go ahead and see about love with S for Miss K. Love with S for Miss K. Love with S for Miss K. Harley Quinn, thank you so much for the follow. So I heard nervous. The word nervous coming through. I don't feel it in the body. I feel it a little bit in the body now, but I didn't feel it initially. I heard it. So this is something that is probably making you feel on edge, making you feel like I can't stop thinking about this over and over and over again. It's causing anxiety and nervousness in the body. Because like the way that I feel in the body makes me feel like, is this a tactic? Is this a tactic this person's using so that I fall in line or I do what they want to do or what their expectations of me are? Like that's the first thing that comes in is like, is this a tactic? I also feel something in the shoulders here. So if you keep stress in the shoulders, just roll your shoulders back. All right. You might be holding on to something that may not be useful for you or productive for you. So we're going to see what the other cards are, but there's something you may be holding on to that is not working. Let me see what these other cards are. I like your cards. I do. I see things are rocky. I see things are rocky here. I see things going back and forth, but things will even out. You see these 2 back and forth here. And then we have her scales that are completely even. The quality symbol on her chest is completely even. So like this is saying like, yes, things are a little rocky right now. Things are a little bit like, things aren't really working out, but it is going to even out here. Okay. We have 2 major arcana cards. So there's a pretty big deal when major arcana cards come in. She is a Libra as well. So Libra is wanting fairness, wanting equality. That's what she's all about. Okay. She's all about fairness, truth. She seeks out the truth. She's not going to be bullshitted. She knows when she's being lied to. Okay. Don't let anyone bullshit you. Can't bullshit a bullshitter. Okay. Not saying that you are a bullshitter, but you can't bullshit the Justice card. You can't bullshit Libra. She won't stand for it. Any of the air signs, really, but really Libra and I think Aquarius more so than Gemini. But we have a new beginning coming in, a new beginning that is passionate, that is desirable, that is motivating, right? So we have something that is literally being handed to us. This is a card of transformation as well because they're the fire signs. The fire signs, or the element of fire, is naturally transformative. Just think about a bonfire, right? Boom. It's already transformation from logs to ash. So there is some transformation that is undergoing right now. This is something new, brand new, that is coming in. All aces are brand new things. So there is something that's going to even out. And you're going to realize like, okay, there's a transformation that happened. And this transformation is going to be good and productive for you. This Six of Pentacles is the next card we're going to talk about. This is a card of receiving your karmic anything, right? You're receiving your karmic rewards. So when you go out and you start this new thing with S after everything has settled and everything is back to equilibrium, right? Because it's not at this time. That's when things are going to really allow a gift to come through, a gift to be shown to you. And it could be this gift of a relationship. It could be a gift of something completely brand new here. But I do feel like it is with S, this brand new thing. It could be a brand new relationship starting because, again, it's passion and desire when we talk about wands. But the Six of Pentacles is here to say, like, you are going to receive this karmic reward. And then we end with the Star card, the Aquarius card. The Aquarius card is the natural ruler of the 11th house, and Libra is the natural ruler of the 7th house of relationships. Now, when we talk about the 11th house, though, the 11th house is about social media. It's about being social in general, groups of people. Rachel, thank you so much for the follow. And Veronica, I couldn't say your name. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the roses. But this is about groups, being hopes and wishes and manifestations coming true, fame and recognition, all of that. So there is something here that's going to be really beautiful, that's going to really take off. My Mellow Rock Shop, thank you so much for the follow. This is absolutely going to take off. You're going to put the work into it. You're going to put the work into it. Hi, Milky. And you can see, yes, you're putting the work into the lake, but also you're putting it into the land. You're putting that water into it. You're really giving your all here. The 8 stars, all with the 8 points on them, is indicative of the 8th card, which is strength. Strength is Leo. Leo's ruled by the sun. The sun's the most perceived positive sign you can get. So this is very, very, very beautiful. This is card 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. So this is very much in relation to having enough strength to get your manifestations going. So if this is what you've been asking universe for, I do think you're going to receive it. Now, I don't typically say like, oh, wish for this specific person or manifest a specific person. I'm more of on the belief of manifesting the traits of the person that you want instead of the person itself. But it looks like things are going to work out. It doesn't look like it's going to be too much of back and forth, but there is some back and forth. So right now you're kind of waiting that out until you hit that equality with that Justice card. That evenness, why he went silent and when will he reach out. So we did go off of our time. We finished at 5 minutes. It did not state when he will reach out. It might be something that you might not need to know at this time because you might be waiting for it. And, the future is never set in stone. It just simply is. Any good reader is going to tell you that. But they did not give any time frame. I just waiting it out. And it did not specify on why he went silent either, unfortunately. But Ms. K, if you want more information, go ahead and send another $15 donation. We'll get you some more information on it. But as of right now, we are waiting for our next donation. $15 get you a 5-minute reading. Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com. But also, it did say that this was a tactic. Like, that was one of the first things that came in. So I think he went silent because he wanted you to feel guilty, or it might be a little bit of a manipulation tool that he's been using. But I do remember that coming in right away. You can double check here. Remember, it's 7 minutes into your YouTube. The YouTube is the second link in the link tree. So you can check that out right from there. And you can see that we did talk about this being a tactic for him. Any tip on getting a love story for this summer? So Veronica, thank you so much for your question. It is a $15 donation. We have started the donated reading portion of the day. So go ahead and get that donation in. You can use my Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com. And then you can use any of those to put in your $15 donation. Also through my website is where you can submit your private reading as well if you're interested in a private reading. Alrighty, guys. So how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing great on this Wednesday morning, afternoon, midday, if you will. That's where it is for me. It's midday. Hey, Melissa. I'm in the Eastern time zone, so it is almost 11:30 here. So we are getting to the middle of the day. Alrighty, guys. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks for joining me today. If you've never seen my face before, hi, hello. I am Melody. I am a clairvoyant medium. I can see, feel, and hear spirit. And I also am a human design professional. So if you're interested in human design readings, I got you. All right, no problem, Veronica. Whenever you are interested in getting a reading, I'm here for you. There's no pressure ever. This is going to be my life, my life's work. So come on in whenever you're ready to receive a reading. I really appreciate you for being here, though. Like, there is no problemo there. Thank you guys for liking the live. Hi. I hope I'm going to say this right. It almost looks like Gary. Thank you. Hi, Gary. I hope I'm saying it right. If I'm not saying it right, please do correct me. I would love to say your name correctly. But thanks for being here. Thanks for checking us out today. Love for India. Oh, thank you so much from India. This is Michigan. You're in Michigan right now. Sabrina, thank you so much for the follow. And thank you, Spirit, for being here. Spirit makes me burp for those of you who are unaware. It's just a release that they make me do. But yes, I'm glad to see you guys all here. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate the support. I really appreciate the likes. Thank you so much. Sabi, thank you so much for being here. Sabi? It's probably Sabi, right? Thank you so much for your little emoji smiley face. That was very kind. And guys, don't forget, there is no wait at this time. So go ahead and get your donation in. It's a $15 donation. Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website, Human Design with Melody. Now, I did forget on the, there we go. We now have it pinned as well on the tube at the live chat, the top of the live chat. It's now pinned. So you can always go right from that pin right to Venmo, PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com, to submit your $15 donation to receive a 5-minute reading. All righty. So let's see what's going on. Just want to make sure everything is in order. I know I didn't miss anything. All right. Just wanted to double check, but I knew I didn't miss anything. But welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. If you're looking for clarity, you're looking for insight, that's what I'm doing with the tarot cards here. We're doing psychic readings with the tarot cards. We're also doing mediumship readings and human design readings. If you don't know what human design is, it is a chart reading. It is the best. It's my favorite modality because it changed my life in the best ways, literally forever. So I realized that I am somebody who has a limited amount of energy. I'm not somebody who can, just hit the ground running or just do it, make your dreams come true like you've been told your whole life, like through teachers and role models and TV, all of that. But I'm not one of those people. I'm one of those people who does what they enjoy, waits for the recognition, aka $15, so that I can actually share my gifts. I need to wait for invitations. That's what that $15 is an invitation saying, hey, I recognize what you do. I like what you do. And I want to invite you to go further. So that's why I am somebody who waits for donations. But we did do just some blah, blah, blah. We did do freebies. I always start my readings off live. Always. So if you guys are interested in free readings, go ahead and follow me. Make sure to get to me really quickly. Usually the first person that submits their name and the topic gets the reading right away. Otherwise, it is a random selection. And if you are here during the freebies, there's a chance you're going to get a reading. But the better chance, the guarantee, is a $15 donation. Linktree link in the profile. But guys, if you do want to do a collective reading, if you're interested in doing a collective, let's get us up to 10,000 likes here on the Clock app. 10,000 likes will get you a collective reading for everyone. So let's go ahead and get that tappity tap, tap, tap going. Hey, Paula, thanks for being here. Thanks for being new. Welcome in. My name's Melody. Thank you for being here. I am a clairvoyant medium who can see, feel, and hear spirit. I'm also a human design professional, so I do human design readings as well as mediumship readings and psychic readings. So if you're interested in getting clarity or insight on a matter, that's a psychic reading. If you want connection with somebody who's passed away into the spiritual realm, that's a mediumship reading. And if you want to know more about yourself through the lens of human design, that's a human design reading. So Gary, I am not doing a freebies at this time, but thank you so much for your question. It is a $15 donation, but if you catch me live right away, you get that notification, you come on in, there is absolutely a chance that you could get a free reading at that time. But welcome, welcome, welcome. So it doesn't look like anyone's interested in getting a collective reading going because we haven't had any likes. It hasn't moved. So guys, if you want a collective reading, you want to get a collective, get a little insight or clarity, go ahead and tap that screen, get us to 10,000 likes, and we will do a collective reading. Britt, thank you for the heart me. You're so kind. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. All right, and guys, if you want a 5-minute reading, go ahead. I can't check my my DMs while I'm live, unfortunately. No free readings for the Tiny Dinies. No, they don't equate to $15. I just do the Tiny Dinies because they want me to. That's simply why it's there. But I can't check my DMs right now, unfortunately. So if you're interested in a reading, you're going to have to do a $15 donation, and you can put your comment that you sent me or the message you sent me in the comment in your donation to get your reading. That's how you can do it. But yeah, right now, like literally in order for me to check my DMs, I have to get off live. And it doesn't even notify me that I get messages at all, like not until I get off. So it's just how the Clock app functions, unfortunately. Britt, thank you for the roses. Paula, thank you so much for the heart love. That's so kind. Thank you guys so much. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for the likes. We are getting that up there. Let's get to 10,000 likes and we can do a free collective reading for everybody. Oh, thank you, Gary, for liking the live over on the Play Button app. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. That's very nice and very kind. Thank you. All right, we're just waiting on our next donation. There is no wait at this time. You're going to get a 5-minute reading for your $15 donation. You can get clarity and insight through a psychic reading. You can get a mediumship reading where you connect with somebody who's passed away into the spiritual realm. And then also I do human design readings. Rebecca, thank you so much. I got you, darling. Let's go ahead and get your 5-minute reading to you. Let me know when you're back in the room by letting me know what type of reading we're doing. If it's a psychic reading, give me that topic. Nothing more, nothing less, just the topic. Love, you want to do about your relationship? Do you want to know about career or finances? Do you just want to know what spirit has for you? Just say general. If you want to do a mediumship reading, I do a direct connection first and foremost. I do a direct connection just because we don't have enough time to do a spirit-led one. So give me the relationship to the person, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, brother, sister, etc. If they don't have a traditional relationship with you, go ahead and just give me their first name only. All right, we're going to do mom here. We're going to do a mediumship reading for Rebecca's mom. So I do an evidential reading, so you should know that this is your parent. It should be a parent that is your mom here. So let me go ahead and get into connection. And then once I see something, hear something, or feel something, that is when I start your 5-minute timer. It is looking like a 2 on the Clock app, but if you can go to the YouTube, you will see it is 5 minutes and your timestamp is 24 minutes if you ever want to rewatch this reading, because it will post automatically. And to get to my tube, it's the second link in the link tree. No problem. And guys, don't forget, keep tapping. Let's get us to 10,000 likes. We'll do a collective reading. First, I feel my heart racing, and I do think this might be your heart. So, if this is you, Rebecca, if your heart just kind of picked up a pace, just go ahead and take a deep breath and just let it out very slowly. Okay, you're gonna be all right. Spirit, this is for Rebecca, Rebecca, Rebecca. Spirit, what is Rebecca? No, we need to get in contact with Rebecca's mom. Getting in contact with Rebecca's mom. Getting in contact with Rebecca's mom. So there's a couple things that are coming forward right away. First, the imagery I have is like of a classically trained dancer, like a ballet dancer. I wonder if your mom was a dancer at some point in her life, or maybe you are the dancer and she's just showing me this ballerina. The other things I'm feeling is just absolutely kindness and fairness. Like your mom makes me feel very kind and almost like very generous, especially with her time. Neva, welcome in. But she just feels very like very generous. Like she really will sit down and talk with you, hang out with you, will give you advice. Like she just makes me feel like she's very even tempered, very generous. She says yes. She makes me feel like she really had love for people, like people in general, maybe not groups of people so much as individual people, but I feel like she was intrigued by people, that she really liked to hear stories from people and really like learn through their experiences. Like I feel like she was very open-minded and was willing to almost be everybody's mom. Like she loved being a mom. So I feel like she would be open to being like everybody's mom. Like you needed a mom, don't worry, I got you. Almost like if I don't know if she's ever gone to like a gay pride parade or anything like that, but I feel like if she had gone to somewhere like that, she'd be like free mom hugs. Like that's the kind of person she was. Like her soul was just like, don't worry, I got you, free mom hugs right here. Get over here. Like that just makes me feel like it's exactly how she would be. Um, I feel like when it comes to you, and I feel like you have a sibling. I feel like you have a sister specifically. Laura, thank you so much for being here. Like when it comes to you and your sibling, um, I feel like she was a little bit more stern with you guys than like with the public. Brother, okay, just a brother here. So I apologize for the mistake there. I don't know why sister came through, but either way, but it does make me feel like you have like just one other sibling, like not another sibling. But when it comes to you guys, I feel like she was a little bit more stern with you guys, but also very much like I could come to you with any problem. Like I was not embarrassed to come to you. I was not afraid to come to you. And I feel like that is a big accomplishment in her life, is that my kids were open with me and could talk with me. There's also this feeling of missing out, So I feel like this is your fear almost of like your mom missing out on your life and her grandkids and everything like that. She's not showing me her passing either. She might be one of those people who are like, we're not going to talk about that ugly business. No. Sometimes that happens where they're like, no, we're not going to talk about my death. But I wouldn't be surprised if she had gotten ill and sick, probably a cancer or maybe an autoimmune disease. But I wouldn't be surprised if that was the issue. But she doesn't really want to dive in on it. More or less, she wants you to know that she's not missing anything. She may not be in the current photos. She may not be physically there, but she is watching every single thing, every family gathering, every family vacation, every sporting event. And I feel like she tries to make herself known in those areas, like when those are going on, but I feel like things are too distracting that you might randomly think about her in these moments, but not actually feel her presence. She's there with you. 111 on your timer, manifestations coming. She is showing me a necklace. It looks like to me a silver necklace, but it makes me feel like there's a heart on it, whether this is a locket or just a heart-shaped pendant. Yes, I see 111. But it just feels like there is something here with this heart necklace. Maybe you have it of hers. I think you have it. I don't think your brother has it. Maybe an aunt has it, but I think you have it. But there's something here with a necklace that is hers that you may have. You don't have to wear it all the time. Teresa, thank you so much. You don't have to wear it all the time by any means. But every time you do wear it, just know that she's honored in those moments. I have her jewelry. Okay. She's honored in those moments. And she's also like, I'm so glad they're not going to waste. Like, so when you wear them, that's how it is. She's like, I'm so glad my jewelry is not going to waste. I don't think she's super materialistic by any means, but I do feel like she liked to be like made up. You know, maybe she liked to get dressed up. Maybe she liked to have a full face. Maybe she liked her jewelry a lot. She just makes me feel like she liked to be made up in that way. So don't waste her jewelry. Go ahead and wear it. Cats, do not be fighting. I don't want to hear it for another 2.5 hours. Behave yourselves. Okay, sorry. I have 4 cats. So, Rebecca, that is our time here today. Rebecca, I hope that helped. I hope that resonated. I hope it was something that gave you some clarity or insight or some comfort in some way. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, Teresa has 4 cats too. Hi, Jocelyn. Thank you for the heart me. You're very welcome. I hope this made sense for her. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much for submitting your $15 donation. And I'm so sorry about the loss of your mother. That shit's hard. That is hard shit. So my heart goes out to you, my love. That's some tough shit. My mom passed away just 2 weeks ago. Oh, you darling. Yeah, she's not ready to talk about her actual death. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a sickness in some way, a cancer or an autoimmune issue. But she definitely did not really want to talk about it. Even when I was kind of like dabbling in, she's like it's an ugly business almost. Like she doesn't want to talk about ugly business. I hope that makes sense. Her heart. Oh. All right. We're going to move on though, my darling here. We're going to move on to Laura. Laura, thank you so much for submitting your $15 donation. You thought it was mind raising. Oh, it was her heart. You thought it was, I got it. Yeah. Cause usually like it feels a little bit like different when it's them versus you, but if I felt it pick up immediately. So that's very interesting that she didn't specify that it was her heart, that it was your, she more or less specified it was your heart. So very interesting. I love my job, guys. I love what I do so much. All right. So I see you, Laura. Hello, my love. Thank you for being here. You're very welcome, Rebecca. Anytime. I'm here for you anytime. And don't forget, I do private readings as well. So if you ever feel like you want a private reading, we can do that as well right from my website. That's the first link, Human Design with Melody. But Laura, let me know what type of reading we're doing here for you today, my darling. And anyone else who wants to be after. We have Laura, we have Teresa, and then we have an opening. Go ahead and get your donation in now. Can we see what they have to say about business these days? Absolutely, we can. Absolutely, we can, darling. So let me go ahead and get some cleansing breaths going. We're going to start the shuffle as well. Want to catapult these next couple of months. I don't blame you. I kind of want to catapult the next 4 years. Like, please get us out of here. All right. And Laura, your timestamp is 34 minutes. If you ever want to check out this reading again on the tube, second link in the link tree, it's a 34 minutes is where your timestamp would be. And this is for Laura. Laura. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Spirit makes me burp for anyone who's new here. She's like, gotcha. Spirit, what does Laura need to know about business? Oh, that hurt. Spirit, what does Laura need to know about business? Whoo. Spirit, what does Laura need to know about business? What's going on for our friend Laura? Ooh. So the first thing I feel in the body is just like my shoulders feel very highlighted. They feel very much like it's heavy, like the weight of whatever's happening in business is really taking on. So if you feel like pain in the shoulders, pain in the shoulder blade, like the upper back, I feel like this is where you keep your stress. So do your best to, if you have one of those fancy machine massagers, like go ahead and use it. If you can get to a masseuse, go ahead and get to them. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot carrying on the shoulders here. Let's go ahead and pull the cards, see what's going on. All right, when I look at this card, I want to go bleh, like immediately. I just want to go bleh. So the Emperor is here. The Emperor is somebody who's in control. This is an Aries person. Aries is all about the self. They are the natural ruler of the first house of self. They are also initiators. So there is something being initiated. When I look at this, I feel like it has to do with the Orange Cheeto Man. I feel like it has something to do with the Orange Cheeto Man when I look at this. And I no wonder I want to vomit. No wonder I want to vomit. Things are going to improve, period. Wow. Things are going to improve. But it might be in December when things improve. Okay. Maybe at the start of next year. I hate to say it to you. Because the devil is the Capricorn card. But the devil is also very chained to the pulpit. It's very much like I'm limited on what I can do. Maybe I'm limited on what I can buy, what my products can be. So it's more, it's just more stressful. It just feels more stressful with this. Again, it's very interesting that the colors are orange. Very interesting there. But there's going to come a time where things do pick up. All right. We have the Wheel of Fortune. You do have luck on your side. Right now, it's a little bit out of your control of what is going on. But we do have this wonderful luck that is going to come in for you. And I do believe the luck is going to come into you. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes in next year. Okay. But you do have luck on your side. You have double luck. You have the Wheel of Fortune, and then you have Salem Binks. Salem Binks is my personal cat, and he is a lucky, lucky cat. He usually comes into readings to give luck. When he doesn't come in, they give us the Queen of Wands, but she's a bad bitch. She's a bad motherfucker. She does not adhere to the norms of society. She refuses it because she's so transformative. She's not the status quo at all. She also has a magnetism to her. People are just like, oh, I want to talk to the Queen of Wands. I want to hang out with the Queen of Wands. Like, Queen of Wands, you my friend. Like, she just has this natural gravitas to her. Okay. So there is something here that is very, very lucky. So this might be, it may not feel like it right now, but this might be happening for you, not to you. So let this all come in the way that it needs to, okay? Because the next two cards are both kings. You have a lot of court cards, so these are people cards. She is Aries, okay? Now, the King of Swords, though, is Aquarius. Aquarius is February, end of January, beginning of February. But this is you rising up. You're taking this moment to transform what you do. This is all about transformation. That's why she has 3 butterflies right there. The king has the butterflies of transformation, 3 of them, which is a very powerful number in spirituality and in witchcraft, depending on what you believe, if you believe in any of it. But you are rising up. He is the highest king in the deck. He's rising. I don't know why I said rising. But either way, you are rising up, okay? You are going for it. This is also somebody who's very logical, using their logical mind. They're a truth seeker as well, so they will weed out any misconceptions, misinformation, things like that. Because this is what you're passionate about. What you're doing with your business is is what you're passionate about. And I don't feel like you're going to give up on it. I don't feel like that's in the cards for you. Hi, Markeisha. I don't feel like that's in the cards for you. I don't feel like you giving up is an option for you. I feel like you may have some setbacks, but you have luck on your side. The Wheel of Fortune is wild to come out and then have Salem Binks right there, the lucky cat. Like, yes, we love it. And then to have this beautiful card of transformation, because again, we have transformation here, and fire is naturally transformative. So your business is going to transform. It just simply is. This is a Leo as well. So something is going to happen in Leo season, but you also have the pair. Okay. Lots of transformation in your life, lots of new passion, new desire, new, I want to say transformation, but that's not the word I want right now. But passion, desire, and getting what you want. Getting what you want and going for it. This card is getting off their throne. Okay. So Laura, I know it's going to take a minute. I know it's going to be a while, but you have luck on your side. So transform what you can transform right now, and know that some things are stuck. Some things are like out of your control, but that's okay, because you're going to be just fine. You're going to pivot. All right. Laura, I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your question, your donation of $15. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that resonated, my love. All righty. So we have the next person on our list is Teresa. Hey, girl. Hey. And anyone else who wants to get a reading, go ahead and put your donation in of $15 for a 5-minute reading. Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com is how you can get on the list. All right, Teresa. Hey, girl. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for being here. Thank you for submitting your donation. And yes, guys, once we get to 10,000 likes, we are going to do a collective reading. So if you want to tippity tap that screen, get us to 10,000, we're going to do a collective reading for everyone. And Jen, I feel like I missed something. Yes, Jen, thank you for the heart me. I'm sorry I missed that. I felt like I missed something. Looking to use your gift to talk with my ex-fiance who passed last week. All right, let's do it. Let's get them on the horn. Can I get their first name, please? Is that cool? You're fine. Hi. Ed. Okay, thank you. Thank you for liking the live, guys. You're amazing. Just getting into connection. Spirit, this reading is for Teresa. Spirit, we're looking to get in contact with Teresa's ex-fiance, Ed. Teresa's ex-fiance, Ed. Teresa's ex-fiance, Ed. This makes me feel very unexpected. This passing makes me feel very unexpected, like very sudden and kind of out of the blue. When you heard this information, I think you were like, what? What happened? Like, I just feel like it wasn't expected. There's something here in my chest that makes me feel really heavy. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was a depressive type of person and had to deal with a lot of depression, maybe some anxiety, but I mostly feel depression here. You can confirm or deny if that makes sense in the comment section, but yes, that makes sense. No, that does not make sense. Yes, he had serious health issues and he had seizures a lot. Don't tell me too much information, love. Don't tell me too much information, but that probably is what's feeding into this depression that he possibly had. I just feel out of control. Not in a way of like I can't handle my addictions and things like that, but just like I have no control in life. And so I feel like he felt like he was free falling a lot or drowning a lot, which is kind of the same sensation. almost like his depression was the reason that you guys could not continue with the relationship. Because it feels like in the relationship, like he has some regret here because he wasn't his best self. And I don't feel like he was who he should have been in a relationship, like a caring partner, a loving, like I feel like he was loving and I do feel like he cared, but I feel like he wasn't picking up what he was supposed to be doing in his is in the expectations of the relationship. Like you had to pick up more of the load. And I feel like there's a lot of regret about that. Thank you, Kelly, for sharing. I feel like he was just really concerned more or less about himself. I feel it's very much like it was a me type of thing. And I mean, there's reasons he had an illness. He had like a significant illness that was really affecting his life. She goes, yep. But I feel like the me got too much. And that's why that relationship had to end, is because it wasn't a fair relationship. And I feel like he's acknowledging this right now. He's acknowledging his lack of being there for you, the me attitude he had. Because I feel like you are somebody who was very special in his life. I don't feel like he's found another you. I don't know if he found somebody else after you, but I don't feel like he found another you. And I feel like you were somebody who was very special to him, that he used and abused in a way. Not, I don't think you were abused. I don't even think he like verbally abused you, maybe sometimes. But I feel like more or less like he just used you in a way so that he could get that recognition that he needed. She said true. He also makes me feel like he was very connected with his mom. Like he had a strong connection with her. She might have come around a lot. She might have been helping him a lot. Almost I feel like he was looking for a partner that would help him like his mom does. She goes, oh my God, yes. I do think she babied him too much, though. I think she babied him a little too much. And I understand why she would. Her baby's sick, right? But I do feel like it was counterproductive. I feel like it made him dependent on women in the way that she makes him, like was dependent on her for those tasks. She makes me feel like she came over and cleaned the house even. There's just appreciation coming forth right now. A lot of appreciation for what you did, the emotional labor that you really held. And he can see that very clearly now, where he made you pick up all the emotional labor. And he should have, he's making me feel like he should have spoke up more. He should have like stood up for you more, because I feel like mom is like territorial. Like mom makes me feel like this is her territory, which I feel like had a little bit of butting heads. I feel like you pretty much got along with her though. At least you tried very hard, but I feel like there was always like a barrier there with her. Just know he makes me feel like he was very lucky that he had you for the amount of time that he had you. And he's very cognizant of why things had to end. So there is no reason to feel any guilt about it. If you were feeling any guilt, you should not feel any guilt. Like he absolutely acknowledges like he wasn't who he should have been in that relationship. Teresa, I hope that made sense. I hope that resonated. I hope that gave you clarity or comfort or insight in some way. I'm sorry for the loss of your ex-fiance. That shit's terrible. Like, thank you, Spirit, for being here. And it's one of those things that really put shit into a perspective when you lose somebody like that. So my heart goes out to you, darling. But I do hope that made sense there. Alrighty, so it does look like we don't have anyone else in line. So if you guys are interested in getting on the list, there is no wait at this time. It's a $15 donation. Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com is how you can get your reading right now. So go ahead and get that reading in, and then we'll do a psychic reading, a mediumship reading, or a human design reading, because I am a human design professional and it's my favorite modality. But if you guys want to check out your own chart, I'm never going to gatekeep anything from you. So if you want to check out your human design chart, you can literally just Google human design, and it should pop up free generated charts. You can use mybodygraph.com. You can use jovianarchive.com. You can use any free application that you want. And if you want a professional's opinion after you look at it, come back, get that $15 donation in. We're going to talk about your authority, your strategy, which all work together, and the type of energy that you possess. Apologize for my cough. But it's all important information to tell you your blueprint to you, how to work efficiently with your type of energy that you have, and how to really trust yourself when making decisions, especially if you have a hard time making decisions. Some of us have to wait out emotional waves. Some of us can trust our gut. Some of us need to trust our intuition and our instincts. And some of us need to trust our ego, which is wild, I know, but it's true. Some of us do need to trust our ego. All right. So guys, if you're interested in that, again, that's human design. Otherwise, we do psychic readings and mediumship readings as well. And there is no wait at this time. We are also on our way to 10,000 likes. So if you guys want a free collective reading, go ahead and get us to 10,000 likes and we'll get that collective reading going. We have about 2,900 more likes to go. Oh, and then also, Teresa, I forgot your timestamp. I want to say your timestamp is somewhere around 40 minutes. So if you ever want to watch that reading again, you can go to the second link in the link tree, the tube, if you will, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and you can find your reading about 40 minutes. It's probably a little bit more than 40 minutes, but it's somewhere around there. I didn't actually look before we started your reading, so I apologize for that. But you can always go back and relook at it. All righty, guys. You're very welcome, Teresa. No problem. No problem at all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a regular. I really, really appreciate you so much. I really do. I just want you to know. I love you, girl. All righty, guys. So we are still waiting on that next donation to come through. If you're interested in a reading, $15 donation gets you a 5-minute reading of your choice. So come on in. The Linktree link is in the profile. You know where to look at it. You can use Venmo, you can use PayPal, or you can use my website, humandesignwithmelody.com. You can definitely use that to get your reading here to you. But otherwise, I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. If you are working a traditional job, you're almost through. You're almost through till Friday. If you're not working a traditional job, hey, neither do I. Welcome in. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm running out of things to say. I guess I can talk about my weekend. I went bowling all weekend. Well, I didn't actually go bowling. Bree, yay. I would love another reading. I'll send in one now. Wonderful. So while we're waiting on that one, Teresa, we do have Bree right now. Bree, thank you so much for your donation. What type of reading are we doing for you, darling? Hi, love. Hello, love. What's going on? General, let's do it. All right, we're going to do Bree's general reading. So I'm going to take a moment here, just get some cleansing breaths going. If you need some guidance, yeah, absolutely. Let's see what guidance we can get for you. Spirit, this is for Bree. Spirit, Bree needs some guidance at this time. What guidance can we supply for Bree? What guidance can we supply for Bree? Thank you for being here, Spirit. But what guidance can we supply for Bree? Oh, thank you for being here, Spirit. Spirit makes me for anyone who's new here. Teresa, I just got it, darling. Thank you. Just got it. Okay, so I just laugh because I get imagery of like pulling out your hair, like like I want to pull my hair out. I don't know if you're somebody who like stims by like messing with their hair or like doing things like that, but I get this imagery of like everything is like stressful. I want to pull my hair out. I also feel it in my chest. So I don't know if this is a matter of love, and love can be with friends, family, a romantic relationship, things of that nature. But it feels like more than just love. It kind of feels like love and work and just trying to get by. Like it just feels like the whole kit and caboodle here. Just yes, haha. So I do feel like love is an issue, but also it makes me feel like there's other issues as well. Let's go ahead and cut the deck here. We do have the star card, the Aquarius card here. This is the 11th house. This is social media, hopes and wishes, fame and recognition, social groups. This is what the 11th house is all about. Self-love struggling right now. But things are going to work out for you, period. The star card is saying you're strong enough to handle what is coming right now. This feels very transitional. Like to me, it feels like very much like you're learning lessons to get to the next stage of your life. And yeah, it's going to be hard. Yeah, it's going to kick your ass, but it's going to be worth it. All right, it's going to be worth it for sure. Brown Choice, thank you for the follow. But Ruth, it is a $15 donation for a reading for 5 minutes, darling. But you're putting the work right now into it. And you might feel like nothing's happening with all this work, but it really is. It's almost like you're setting the stage for the next chapter here. Let's see. Yes. Wow. 5 cards and you got 3 knights. That's crazy bananas. That's crazy bananas, Brie. Are you kidding me? Wild behaviors. Okay, so there is something here going on. I think you are going to have self-love. I feel like, yes, it might be struggling, but like this self-love is endless, though. It's just choosing to actively love yourself, radical self-acceptance, as they say in psychology. I wish I coined that term. I didn't. The 3 of Cups is here, though. There's nothing but cups and knights. Like nothing but cups and knights. And the star card, of course. But the 3 of Cups is like making your, like, I want you to get with the friends that you really, really trust, the friends that are really lifting you up. Like those people in your life, keep them, put them in your back pocket for later, right? Have them help you remind yourself of why you're so lovable and why you deserve to love yourself, because they love you. They love you genuinely for you. They want to see you rise. They are going to catch you when you fall. Those friends, not the friends you're like a little iffy on, friends that you're like, this is not really working. Friends that you know have your back. If that's your sisters, go for it. Have your sisters remind you why you're lovable. Although that might be a dangerous game with siblings, because siblings, they'll fuck with you. They're allowed to. They're your siblings. They will fuck with you. Next, we have the Knight of Swords. This is going to be information that comes quick. And it is information you're going to get. So I do think you're going to get information from your friends, from your sisters, that is going to make you realize like you are your own gravitational pull. Okay, I say gravitational pull because the trees are bending to the knight's will here, or the speed in which this knight is going. This is the second fastest moving card in tarot. So there is so much here that is happening that this is going to like almost feels like it's going to consume you in a way. But girl, you got this. You got this. You are going to be just fine. All right. The Page of Cups is a newbie. Remember how you said like this is you setting up the stage for the next chapter? Totally. With the Page of Cups, it's like, hey, what do I want? How do I want to be taken care of? How do I want to be recognized and seen? Like, how do I want that to come forth? That's what this is saying here. And it's up to you what you want to do because it's new. All pages are newbies. They're doing something new. And then we have the 2 knights here, the Knight of Cups, which is filling their cup. They're going to the river and filling their cup. And then they're going to feel ready for the next stages. They're going to, like, this is hand in hand. Feeling ready when your cup is full so that you can take off. You got the nutrients you need. You got that water that you needed to make sure that you are functioning and working and going out and you're not getting headaches and stuff like that. So taking care of yourself is key. You need a break? Take that break because you need to do whatever it is that fills your cup so that you can take on what's next for you. Okay. Having all these knights action, there's a lot of action to be taken. That's what knights are. They're action cards. So there is action that is needing to be taken. And it could help. And again, your girlfriends, your sisters could absolutely help you get back to feeling like you again, and not really worrying about anyone else or anything else. It's strange that like anything love related didn't come through, but it does feel very personal. It does feel very personal. So get to work in, my girl. You got this. You got this. It's a choice that we make to love ourselves every single day, even if we're frustrated with ourselves, even if our brains tell us that we're not worthy. It's an active choice. No problem, Bree. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for also submitting your $15 donation. You're wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. And guys, if we are wanting a collective reading, go ahead and tap that screen so that we can get to 10,000 likes here on the Clock app. Also, Brianna, about 55 minutes, I'm going to say somewhere around 55 minutes is your timestamp if you ever want to watch this reading again. Okay, that's on the second link in the link tree. Thank you, Kaylee, for liking the live. I appreciate you. All right. So next we have is Teresa. Teresa Love, thank you for your second donation for the day. I really appreciate you so much. And after Teresa, guys, we have an opening. So if you are interested in a reading, go ahead and get to the Linktree link in the profile. You can use Venmo, you can use PayPal, you can use my website, humandesignwithmelody.com. If you are interested in a reading of your choice. Again, I do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and I do human design readings because I am a human design professional. But we do have Teresa right now. Hopefully you're not being filtered. There might be a chance you might be being filtered right now, Teresa. I am unsure. There she is. Hi again. Just looking to get some advice on how to get out of my current living situation. Absolutely. Let's check it out. No, I was typing. Okay. Yeah, I need to be more patient, huh? That's what you get for being 2 fire signs and an air sign as your big 3. A little bit of impatience. You're good. Thank you. All right. This one is for our friend Teresa. Spirit, what does our friend Teresa need to know about their current living situation and how to get out of it? Spirit, what does Teresa need to know about getting out of their current living situation? Woo. Spirit, what does Teresa need to know about getting out of their current living situation? I feel burdened. I feel like you might be in a toxic situation here, whether with a roommate or with a landlord or with the house in itself, apartment, wherever you're living in. She said, please, Spirit. Oh, you're so funny, Teresa. Definitely feel like you are in a situation that is not serving. She said all of it. It's just not serving. It's just not serving. And like, the thing is, like, the worry I have is like it takes a lot of money to move, especially right now when everything is going up and up and up and up and up. So it's like taking more money to move. And there's a worry here about, like, can I make it on my own? Am I gonna be okay on my own? Because I don't feel like you're gonna want another roommate. I feel like having another roommate is just like having that possibility of disaster come back. She says, yes, exclamation points. So it just makes me feel like having another roommate is just counterproductive. But it's just like, everything's so tough with like the finances and everything. But I want you to keep an eye out, because I don't know if you live near a college town or anything like that, but I'm seeing like a college town that has cheaper pricing for their apartments. So I would keep an eye out if you are near one. I live alone though, but apartment. Okay. But I feel like there's something here in a college area, whether it's right outside that college town or inside the college town, but they're showing me that. But we do have the Fool here. The Fool is new beginnings. Taking that leap of faith on yourself, knowing you're going to land on your feet, that you are going to be okay. If you need to break your lease, make sure that you're going through it the correct ways, like you're documenting everything, like they're not taking care of this, they're not taking care of that. I'm withholding my rent. It's in It's in a certain account. What is it called? An escrow account. It's in an escrow account. Like you're willing to pay your rent, but I'm withholding it because they're not doing what they're supposed to doing, and they're causing me to live in a toxic situation. But take a leap of faith on yourself. That sun imagery, the most positive imagery you can get. Okay. You're going to find something very quickly. It looks like to me. Wow. You got 3 6s in a row. And no, guys, don't be like, oh my God, it's the mark of the beast. No, that's not what this is. This is a spiritual number. This is a harmonic number. This is a thing of transition. So we're going to talk about it though. But there is something coming in here. And I actually want to start with the 6 of Swords here. Sky, it's a $15 donation for a 5-minute reading. Linktree link in the profile. Thank you for your question, though. But the 6 of Swords is saying there is a transition period. Yes, you're in really rocky waters. Yep. You have new land, but you're going into nice, clear, crystalline waters. I couldn't get my words about me. And that's going to honestly come very quickly because there's things coming in that are going to be really, really beautiful. Really, really beautiful for you. But the 8 of Wands is the fastest moving card in the deck, period. And it is going to put you into full alignment. You can see that the wands, all of them, none of them are intertwining. All of them are perfectly parallel to one another. Yes, they're going faster than the motorcycle itself. This is quick. A message coming out of the blue. You may be getting a phone call being like, hey, I found this place. It's this much. Like, what do you think? So you could have a realtor involved with this, trying to help you find, help you find a rental here that's going to be within your budget. So if you don't have a realtor, I'm pretty sure you're going to need a realtor. You might have to pay them a little bit, but they're going to help you find things that you may not be able to find on your own because you're getting out of this situation. You just are. The 6 of Pentacles is, you're going to have to pay a little bit. You might have to pay a little bit more than you're hoping for, but I do feel like this is going to be worth the money. It's going to be worth the money because it's going to be in a place that's not giving you that toxic bullshit. And I do feel like it's happening within the next 3 months. I really do. I feel like within the next 3 months, you're going to be able to have a new home. This is the biggest home in tarot, period. This is harmony in this home. So there is going to be a karmic reward of a new place that you are going to live in. And to me, it feels like the next 3 months. And then we have the King of Swords to end it, rising up, transforming. You're not taking no for an answer. You are saying like, this is not logical. Like this doesn't make any sense that you're not helping me. And I want you to document everything. I want you to document it. If you haven't already, which I feel like you have, but keep that documentation because they're going to try to get you. They make me feel like they're going to try to get you to stay. Either they're going to try to take you to court and you're going to say, no, I have all that money. It's in escrow. I've been waiting for them to fix things. And make sure that you're looking up the laws in your specific place of living to make sure that that is suitable. Don't get yourself into legal trouble because they're not doing the right things, right? But you are, at least in the state of Michigan, you are allowed to withhold your money from them as long as you're paying it into an escrow account until they fix whatever needs to be fixed in the house. But you are going to get a new home. You are going to get a new home without a doubt. Okay. So Teresa, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. You're going to get out of this toxic and you're going to look like a real winner. Okay. You're going to look like a real winner at the end of all this. So I do hope that helps, my love. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. And thank you so, so much for being here and for submitting your second donation. I really, really appreciate that. That's beautiful. And I really thank you for supporting the page, supporting the live, and supporting me. Thank you so much. All right, we got 200 more likes, guys. Let's get those 200 likes in, and then we'll get this collective reading going. Heck yeah. All right. We made it. Collective reading. All right, guys. So if you are out there, you are not pressed into my channel, get in here. Right meow. You haven't been lagging on here at all today. Hell yeah. Did I lag yesterday? I know you were here yesterday. Was I lagging? Is that why we went over to the tube yesterday? And actually, I've been having the most numbers that I've had in a while, and it's probably because I haven't been lagging. All right, guys, but we are doing collective reading. So if you are out in the ether, get on in, press on in so that your energy can be used for this collective reading as well, so that we can get you your message here today. Spirit, this reading is going to be for the collective energy. Spirit, what does the collective need to know? Spirit, what does the collective need to know? Spirit, what does the collective energy need to know here today? All right, guys, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, because again, this is for everyone. And let me know in the comment section how it resonates, if it does resonate. Please, please, please let me know. All right, we are going to start with the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a newbie. All pages are beginners, okay? They're starting something new. And what the Page of Wands is starting something new is something transformative, something you may be passionate about, that gives you motivation, that is giving you some desire here. There is something that is very, very enlightening that is coming in. Some of us might be awakening us to our own spiritual gifts, because the wands, aka the element of fire, the fire signs are the psychics, period. The water signs are the empaths, okay? They read into emotions, where the fire signs are just purely psychic, all right? So if you have fire in you, you have psychic ability, but everyone has intuition. Every single person on this planet has intuition, period. All right, some of us are dealing with some shit that is going to end up being really, 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 really good for us, okay? This shit that we're dealing with is coming from this tower moment. Choking on my own spit. Definitely my own demise there. Okay, anyways, I'm so sorry. That's so gross. But there is sudden change and sudden upheaval. This is a card of a reset. We are resetting some things. Maybe our ego was too big and we needed to get a little bit of an ego check. Maybe it was somebody else's ego that was affecting your life in general and they needed the ego check. But there is something here with sudden change and sudden upheaval. Hey, guys, quit. Hold on, I'm so sorry, collective reading. Salem, are you messing with her for why? What is happening? Guapo, don't bite his butt. You're fine. Be nice for another 2 hours, please. All right. Sorry about that, guys. My cats, I'm sure you heard them. They were fighting. But either way, we have the tower moment, which is going to honestly like level out the playing field. Hi, Kay. Level out the playing field here so that our dreams, our manifestations, our wants, they're coming true. They're coming in. The star card is the Aquarius card. Aquarius is the natural ruler of the 11th house of fame and fortune, of recognition, of social groups, social media. But it's really about you being seen and taking flight. Okay, you're going to take flight, and it's because of this tower moment, because of the hard shit you're going through. It is, again, creating a level playing field for you to be able to say, hey, I'm strong enough with the 8 pointed stars, and the 8 of those stars equals 8th card, which is the strength card. You're strong enough to handle whatever comes your way, period. Then we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is saying there's a new beginning. This is all the new beginning. This is everything that you need in order for your dreams to take flight. You need to reset. This is, again, transformation. We have the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands. There is some people who are waking up spiritually, who are getting their gifts, who maybe been working at their gifts, but needed to have a transformation to come in and say, hey, this is how you achieve that, by stopping how you're conditioned and realizing like this is all a simulation, and that we all really do create our own life through the energy that we put in. Some things are a little bit against our control, but whatever's meant for us will always find us. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. We have 2 pages. We have 2 beginners and a new beginning. All aces are new beginnings. So we have this beautiful sense of this yellow success. We are learning something new. We're putting a new course of study to what we're passionate about, what makes us tick, what makes us go, what makes us motivated. We're putting our effort into it. And that is going to make all the difference. That is going to be all the difference. The more that you allow yourself to learn about new things, new ideas, new cultures, new whatever it may be for you, that is when you're going to have the right place at the right time, doing the right work. This is the Vantage card. These 6 wands cannot interfere with this character because they are at a bad angle. Okay, so when we are at a bad angle, we can't do anything, but we are her. We can take our wands and we can literally just knock the other 6 over, right? We are going to be victorious, and it's all because of this tower moment. It's all because of the hardship that we went through. It's going to make us transform into the person we're meant to be. All right, so I do hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight, guys. Don't fear the Reaper. All right, don't fear the Reaper. More cowbell. Anyways, but don't fear anything that's coming. Brandy, thank you so much for the follow because it's meant for you. This feels very fated to me, especially with the star card being there. Feels very fated. Thank you, Brandy, for the heart me. I appreciate you. Alrighty, guys. So that was our collective reading. We'll do another one in about 20,000 likes. So if you're interested in a collective, get to tap, tippity, tap in, and we'll get that collective going. Otherwise, we're doing readings for $15. The Linktree link in the profile. You can do Venmo, PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com, in order to get a reading. And if you guys want to view your reading at any time, thank you, Spirit, for being here. If you want to review your reading at any time, it's always going to be recorded on YouTube, so you can just go right there, and I'll give you a timestamp. I literally had a meeting yesterday that our jobs are being eliminated. So hopeful. Yes, it's like things are going to work out. Okay. Yes, it feels like a tragedy. Yes, it feels like terribleness, but it's a reset. You get to reset now. Okay. And you get to figure out what it is that you're passionate about and go forth with that. So if you want to make your own business or do your own thing, now's your opportunity to do so. But not all is lost. But I am sorry to hear about your jobs being eliminated. I know that's stressful. I know that's really rough, but things are going to work out. But thank you so much for letting me know how that resonated for you. I really appreciate that, Reva. And my heart goes out to you. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you for whatever it is that you do next. Okay. You're going to be fantastic. It's going to be fabulous. Fabulous. All righty, guys. So we are waiting on the next donation here. So if you're interested in a reading, it's a $15 donation, Linktree link in the profile. So go ahead and get that donation in to Venmo, PayPal, or my website. And also through my website, you can do a private reading with just me and you. So if you want to schedule a private reading, you can do that right through the website as well. All right, guys, let me know how that resonated. Don't just leave. Come in. Make some comments. How did that reading resonate for you? Let me know. I'm interested in knowing. I'm always interested in knowing. I'm always interested. Ba-da-da-da. Sorry, I just make myself giggle. I just make myself giggle. Thank you, Kay, for sharing the live. I'm so glad to see you, darling. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a regular. All righty. My cousin called right as you started and I missed it. No. So basically what it was is there's a lot of new beginnings happening due to a tower moment, due to a reset here. But this reset is going to carry you into a victorious area where you are going to be at the right place at the right time, doing the right things. You are going to have a vantage, but there's going to be a lot of new opportunities. Some people are taking a new course of study. Some people are awakening spiritually. There's a lot happening here that is going to bring a lot of wonderfulness into your life through a very hard time. No, can you see my comment? Think always happens to me. Unfortunately, Ash, I did not see any other comment than that one. Oh, hell yes, I claim that. So Ash, try again, but you can try with a bunch of emojis, or I think emojis honestly work the best. So you can try to put emojis instead of spaces, or just do a bunch of emojis in the beginning or the end and see if that actually allows the comment to come through. Otherwise, you can go to the tube, and the tube should let you comment. It should not block you at all. Hi, Nana Queen. Welcome in. Thanks for being here again. Hi, Cherie. Hi. I'm glad to see you guys. Thank you for being here. We don't have anyone on the list at this time. So if you guys are interested in a reading, go ahead and submit your $15 donation. Venmo, PayPal, my website, humandesignwithmelody.com is how you can do that. And then you get your reading right away. Get your reading right away. There is no wait at this time. Sending PayPal. Wonderful, Cherie. Not a problem. As soon as I get it, you know the drill. I'll get you right on my list. I love that Nana Queen said hello instead of hello. Just now noticed it. My brain changed that A to an E so quick. Brains are crazy. Brains are wild that it will do that. It's like, yep, I know what this word is. This word is hello. And then if you really look at it, they're like, hello. And it's like, oh, that's not what she said originally. Or what I read originally, I mean. All right, Waquita. Oh, Cherie, got you. Cherie. Got you, darling. All right, what type of reading are we doing for you? Brittany, I got you as well. Thank you, Brittany. All right. No problem. Thank you, Britt. All right. We're just waiting on Cherie. Cherie is first. So Cherie, let me know what type of reading we're doing. And then we'll do you, Brittany. And then after Brittany, we don't have anyone else. Linktree link is in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com. All right. We're doing tarot. Do you want to do a general reading? You just want to see what the cards have to say? Or is there a topic that you're interested in reading about? Because we can do anything you want, my love. As you know, you're a regular. She knows it. Thank you, Britt, for the roses, finance, and love. So in a 5-minute reading, we can try to do both, but I can't guarantee that we can do both just because it's a short amount of time. Right now, I think finances are what is calling out to me. But if you would rather hear about love, just say love. But I feel like Spirit wants to concentrate on finances, if that's okay. But if we can get to love, we will get to love. But I just can't guarantee two different topics. That's all. She goes, that's fine. Okay. Thank you for understanding. I love you. All right. So let's go ahead and get into a cleansing breath here. Spirit, this is for Cherie. Spirit, what does Cherie need to know about finances? Ooh, Spirit, what does Cherie need to know about finances? Spirit, what does Cherie need to know about finances? Daniel, thank you for the follow. I literally feel a stitch in my side. You know, when you're running and you're running and you're running and then you get that stitch in your side, that's how it feels. Because it feels like to me, like I'm stressed out, like I can't wait for things to improve. But there's something here that just makes me feel like, I don't know how many jobs you have, but I do feel like you have, like either you're going to get more than one job or you already work more than one job. But it feels like a serving job, whether it's a bartending gig or a serving job, like from any restaurant. That's what it feels like the second job's going to be, like to get cash money. Cash money makes me feel right now one job. I feel like you might pick up another gig. One that's part-time, that's not going to overload you, but it does have to do with serving. But I feel like the cash money is the important part of the serving because you do get a lot of cash. And with cash, it feels like I can save more or I can have like more of a handle on it. So that's what I get right away. So I do feel like you will be okay. it just feels like it's going to be a struggle for a couple months. Unfortunately, I hate to report it, but it just feels like a struggle. And I feel like that's why the second job is going to come in, because it just feels like what used to be enough is no longer enough. But I do feel like you're going to be fine. I feel like you're going to get through it. I think things next year feels very promising to me about money changing. Like, I don't know what's going on next year, but I feel very promising about next year, like early next year, of things changing financially. But we do have the Knight of Swords. This is the second fastest moving card in the deck. This is divine intervention. This is you taking this time and going with whatever it is that you're going for, because it's almost like I'm not afraid of the next chapters that's coming in. Like, I am going to take it head on. Like, I'm not afraid of it. I'm capable, I'm able, and I'm going to take it head on. And that's the attitude I want you to have, because you are capable and you are able, and you can take things exactly head on. Yeah, I do feel like you are going to get another job. Okay. Because I just don't feel like what you have is enough right now. I think right now, it's just barely enough, but going further, it feels like things are going to get more expensive and things may not end up being enough. It is something that you're thinking about. We got the 5. It's really interesting because we got the 3, the 4, and the 5 of Pentacles. The 3, the 4, and the 5. So there is collaboration. This is why I think you're going to get the second job, another collaborative job. And when you're serving, it can be very collaborative, because sometimes you need your coworkers to help you so you can go outside and take a break, or you need advice, or you need something prepped, or, whatever it may be. Serving is very collaborative, I feel like. And I was a server for a couple of years. But I do feel like your money issues is like front of mind. And it is something that you're afraid of, feeling out in the cold and desolate, or not having enough. But things are going to even out. Okay. Things are going to even out. Things are going to get better. But I do think you are going to have another job here, another opportunity to make money. And I do, for whatever reason, I want cash money. Like, I just want cash money. We have the Hanged One here, which is new perspectives. So this is saying, hey, I'm seeing things for exactly how they are. I'm not seeing them for how I want them to be, or how I wish they could be, or how I would want it to be different. We're seeing things for very much how they are right now. No more rose colored glasses. No more like, I'm going to just wait this out. Hi, Steph. Davina, thank you so much for the tiny dinies. Roar. But this character hung themselves up by their own ankle so that they can be enlightened. They can see the world in a new light. They can be enlightened. Okay. So this is something that's going to be really, really, really beneficial, to actually see things for exactly how they are. Now we have Temperance. Temperance is Sagittarius. Sagittarius season is at the end of November to the beginning of December. That's when things start to even out. Again, like, this is the end of this year going into the beginning of next year. And when I said before I even pulled the cards, it was something financially successful happening within the next year. Or next year, the beginning of next year. But we have the Sun here. The Sun is the most perceived positive sign, but it's not without its struggles, right? We have these mountains, and some of these mountains have some pretty sharp points on them. So there is going to be a little bit of a struggle, but these mountains are indicating about your lessons. You're evening out some things. Now, this is Archangel Raphael. He is the angel of healing, the archangel of healing. And there is going to be something that is going to be emotional, but it is going to even you out. There's a lot of growth here. A lot of growth. Just stick one foot in the reality on firm ground and stay grounded. And then you can have one foot in your emotional body. Okay. But trust in yourself, trust in the process. Know that everything's going to be okay. Because it's going to be. Because it's going to be okay. But it's going to be a minute. Okay. Before things really even out. So I do hope that helps, though, there, Cherie. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for submitting your donation. I do hope that helps. Awesome. Thank you. You're very welcome, Cherie. Don't be afraid to start a serving job, even though serving is fucking hard, and I don't want to do serving again. But it is literal cash money, and that can make all the difference. Or if you can find an under the what is it? What do they call it? Under the counter? Under the table? Under the table money. Job. All right, Cherie, thank you so much again, my love. All right, we're going to move on to Brittany. After Brittany, we don't have anyone else. Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com, is how you can get on the list. But right now we have Brittany. But yeah, after Brittany, it could be you. If you wanna, I do psychic readings, I do mediumship readings, and I do human design readings. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. We appreciate you, darling. We appreciate you, Spirit. I don't know if you're typing. I don't want to be too impatient, but let me know that you're here by saying hi, just so at least I know that you're here. Otherwise, you might be typing out. I always get nervous that you're being filtered. Yes. Okay, so she is here. She's going to get her 6-minute reading because they are a subscriber. I don't know if you were filtered. So if you are being filtered a lot, go to the second link in the link tree. If you have a tube general. Okay, there we go. We got it. Okay, Britt, we got your 6 minutes on the timer. Oh, Cherie, your timestamp, I'm going to say 1:23 for you for your timestamp. So if you ever want to rewatch your reading, Cherie, go on to the tube, second link in the link tree, and then you can find today's date and then just fast forward to 1 hour, 23 minutes. And for you, Britt, it's going to be 1 hour, 30 minutes. Okay, 1 hour, 30 minutes. That's your timestamp. Hi, Barbie. Cherie said, okay, cool. Yeah, I like going live on both platforms now because a lot of people ask me like, hey, like, can you please send me my reading? And I can't really do it on the TikTok like that, but it's always going to be available there on the tube, on the Red app, on the Play Button app, whatever you want to refer it to as. All right, so we're doing a general reading right here for Britt. So this is for Britt. My lovely, it's a $15 donation, Linktree link in the profile. Hi, Maria. Welcome in. Amethyst is my birthstone. Spirit, what does Britt need to know? Spirit, what does Britt need to know? What does Britt need to know? It's a $15 donation, darling, for a question. So I get a dust the shoulder off. So and it just made me laugh a lot. So I had to like get through your, what do you need to know? So any burdens that you feel, anything that feels stressful, just brush them shoulders off, gangsta. I'm sorry, I'm just a little white girl. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyways, but it is very much like, don't sweat it. Okay, don't sweat it. You're gonna be okay. Whatever's going on, whatever issues you're dealing with, whatever scenarios you're going with, brush it off. Okay. She goes, love that. Yes. So you're going to be okay. I feel very confident for whatever reason. I feel very confident. I feel very much like I know what I want and I'm going for it. I'm not listening to the noise of other people. I'm listening to my own Delulu because it is the Solulu. Absolutely. That's how it feels. Actually, I just want to cut it. Okay. Nice. We got a Hierophant. The Hierophant is Taurus. So this does take its time. Taurus, you can't make a bull do anything. A bull does whatever it wants in its own time frame. Period. So just know that whatever's going on, it may take some time, but you will get there. You may get there traditionally, or you may get there with gaining a lot of wisdom and a lot of insight that you have to impart on others because they are the role model. They are a role model. They are saying, hey, I have what it takes to get whatever I want done. And so that I can actually go off and spread my information that I learned, the wisdoms that I've learned. That Delulu is the Solulu. Okay, be delusional. Be delusional. What do you want in life? Because you're going to get it. You're going to get it. We got 2 queens. We're going with emotions and intuition and creativity. So if you are a creative, Britt, get to creating. And I do think you're a creative because they are literally creating. They're literally creating. So I do feel like whatever is going on, your creative skills whatever they may be. I'm somebody who is creative that does not feel like they're creative at all. But I get told all the time, like, wow, you're so creative. Wow, you're so great. I'm like, thanks. I don't know if that's how you feel, but you are somebody who's going to be creative, and you're going to take that creative energy and you are going to be successful with it. She knows her worth. She knows her value. She knows what she brings to the table. She is not afraid to say exactly what you want, exactly how I feel. But you are creative. Okay. You are creative in your own individual way, period. So get to creating whatever it is that you want, because you're going to be beneficial from it. It's going to create abundance for you, period. It's going, the work that's worth it. We got the 8 and the 9 of Pentacles. So yes, the 7 of Pentacles is like, something didn't really work here. Let me go back to the drawing board and really like pay attention to what I'm doing. And that's what's going to create this abundance. That's what's going to create it. Okay, so get back to the drawing board, figuratively or literally, depending on what you're doing, right? Because whatever you're doing, we went through these cards so quickly. We might pull some more. It's going to put you at the right spot, at the right time, at the right place, doing the right work. That's what the 7 of Swords is, or Wands is. So 7 of Wands is saying, hey, I have this. I have the vantage. I have the upper hand. I can do it. And I just needed to go back and I needed to refine some things. I needed to refine some things, something in my creative endeavors I needed to refine. And all of it is creating your abundance. All of it is creating your abundance. You planted the seed. Her seed is right here. You planted the seed. And now look at all of the rewards you're going to get, all of this abundance you're going to get. She knows it. She knows it. She's going to get it because she deserves it. Delulu is the Solulu. Oh! The Empress. She knows her worth. She knows her value. She knows it, right? I believe that these two cards are very similarly together. Okay, I really do. I feel like they have very, very similar traits here. She is creative. She's a mother. Mothers create, right? They literally create life. Don't be afraid to do whatever it is that you want that's creative. If it's dance, if it's like movement of your body in general, if it's poems, if it's songwriting, if it's paint to canvas, if it's clay work, pottery, if you will. Like, this is very, very much like you have this within you. You have this benefit with you, and this is value. Yes, sure. Venus is a planet of love. I'm not trying to deny that she's a planet of love. I'm trying to say she's also value. She also is value in the stone heart. She etched it in there saying, like, this value of mine will never go away. It's permanent. It's permanent. So this is something that's a really beautiful. Success. This is the card of success. This is the card of success. 3 of Wands. You have the card of success plus the abundance card. Girl. When I say Delulu is the Solulu, it really is for you. It truly is. Know what you want and go forth. Remember how I felt confidence earlier? I have goosebumps, girl. Remember how I said about confidence earlier? She is so confident. She is so confident. She's so confident. She's so confident. You got so much confidence in here. All right. Don't let anyone shit on your confidence, because if they do, they're not for you. They don't see your worth. They don't see your value. You're not for me. And that's okay. There's 8 billion people on this planet. I'm going to find my tribe somewhere. And if you're not it, you're not it. But if you are, you see my worth, you see my value. Stick around for the ride, right? So Britt, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. Thank you so much for being a paid subscriber on the Clock app. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you. And again, your timestamp, I think I already told you your timestamp, but it was like 1:30, 1 hour 30. Sure, Judy, let's go ahead and get your freebie to you. Thank you for being a paid subscriber as well. I appreciate you, Miss Melody. You're very welcome. Hold on, Judy. I think a cat's doing something. What's going on? What did you do? Lily! Lily! Oh my God! Lily! I can't believe you. Are you so for real right now? Oh my God. Guys, I'm so sorry. My cat just peed in the corner. Oh my God, Lily. I literally cleaned your litter box. I clean your litter box every day. Why would you do this? I cannot believe you. Oh my gosh, it was just her carpet. Fuck. Well, I know where I put another litter box. That's for sure. Guys, I'm so sorry. I have to clean my foot because I stepped in it. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this, Lily. What a bad girl. What a bad girl. I'm mad at you. I'm really upset with you. Ugh. Cats, man. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm so sad because my cat just peed in the house. A disappointed mom voice. I'm so upset with her. Like, I can't believe she just did that. Oh, thank you so much, Springtime 88. I appreciate you. You're amazing. You just caught me in the middle of a of a cat mom moment. I can't believe it. I literally can't believe it. She's 9. She's 9 years old. The litter boxes are completely clean. I digress. All right, Judy, let's go ahead and do your freebie, darling. Sorry for the interruption there. Let me know that you're still here, Judy. I had to take care of business first. I could not let that sit. What? Cat pee, awful. Okay, she's still here. Thank you for sharing the live, Springtime. All right. Oh, I should have taken that one. That one was that one was up. All right, Spirit. This is for Judy. Spirit, what does Judy need to know? Spirit, what does Judy need to know? Spirit, what does Judy need to know? What's going on for our friend Judy? Judy's getting a freebie right now because they are a paid subscriber. All right, we have the Hanged One, new perspectives, changing the way you're looking at things. Instead, you have an amazing day, Springtime. Thank you so much. Hi, Guapo. We got Guapo here in the window. Now we do have the Hanged One. The Hanged One is all about changing your perspective, changing it to seeing things for how they actually are and not how we want them to be or how we perceive them to be. Don't go over there. Guapo, don't go over there. Guapo, don't go over there. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Wands as well. Guapo, baby. This is off limits. Yeah, I know, buddy. I'm so sorry, but it is off limits, my love. So the Three of Pentacles is collaboration. We're taking collaborative works and we're saying, hey, we need help, we need guidance, and we're going to change our perspective due to what we are doing and how we want to collaborate. Then we have the Four of Wands, success in springtime. Things are going to change in springtime. It's going to, and which is right now because you're in the Northern Hemisphere. So you are going to be able to really commit yourself to this change of perspective and knowing like it's not all on me, but we do have help on the way as well. So Judy, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a paid subscriber. I really appreciate it. Hi, Guap. I just can't have you going over there because she peed there and now I'm afraid everyone's going to pee there. I bleached it, but I'm still nervous. So you want to go back in the living room? You can go back in the living room, Bubby. You don't want to go back in the living room? You don't want to be held? I think that's what it is. All right, go ahead. Get up there. Go ahead. Good boy. Yeah, that's good boy. Go in the living room. All right. Don't show your butt to everyone. No, don't go back over there. Don't go back over there, my love. Let me see if there's anyone else who sent in a donation. Kimmy, it's a $15 donation. Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com. So go ahead and get your donation in now if you're interested in a reading. Because honestly, I now have things to take care of because cats. So if I don't get another donation here, I do have to go and clean up more of that mess, which I cleaned up all of it, but I gotta get Listerine and shit now because Listerine like kills the enzymes in urine better than like any of those like kill the urinator things, but Listerine does it and it smells nice. So now I just gotta go get that and I'm gonna bleach it again, try to get the cats not to go back in that area. Then I gotta get my litter box, my third litter box, because they already have two. They actually need two more even after that, but I know I'm going to put the litter box where she peed. I can't believe she did that. I just like, my mind is blown. I can't believe she did that. I know she hates her brothers. But she still needs to go to the litter box. She still needs to go to her litter box downstairs. Cats, man. And I got to talk to her dad, which is not a big deal because that's my boyfriend. But he got to know what's going on. All right. Oh, we're doing a human design readings for Guillermo. Guillermo, thank you so much. Thank you. Now, Guillermo, perfect. Thank you so much. If you can come over to the Pele Button app, the tube, if you will, second link in the link tree. So go ahead and go on there. You know, I see you becoming Memo for sure. But go on over there and let me know when you're there, because I'm going to share my screen over on the tube so that you can see exactly what I'm showing you and everything like that. Tania, thank you so much for sharing the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, as soon as Guillermo is in the YouTube, we will be able to continue here. I think I'm confused. Okay, so go to the second link in the link tree, because on YouTube, I'm also live right now. I'm live on both apps. YouTube allows me to share my screen because Human Design is a chart reading, right? So in order to see your chart, go on to YouTube, because it's going to allow me to share that screen. Does that make more sense? I hope, because I know sometimes I do talk confusing. Hi, Louis. I'm doing well. How are you doing? You are there. Okay. Make sure to comment on the live chat with your birth date, including the year, your time of birth, and the city and state, or the city and country that you were born in. Good, good. Glad you're doing good. I'm okay. Thanks. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'd done better if my cat didn't just do what she did. Guapo! Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Off limits for cats. Sorry. All right. Happy belated birthday, I should say, not soon to be, belated. What time were you born? What was the time? Hi, Makeup by Jacqueline. Thanks for being here. All right. Alrighty, so let me know if you can see the screen. Let me know if you can see your chart. Thank you. Sorry, I can't figure out how to comment on YouTube, but I can see YouTube. Okay, perfect. I ask sometimes because sometimes the screen is black instead of sharing, so I just want to make sure. But that's okay. I think you have to sign in order for you to live chat, but you can chat here, and then as long as you're on YouTube and you can see that too, perfection. So first and foremost, this is your Human Design chart. I'm not going to start the timer quite yet. I want to explain just a few things before we do. So we have two sides to your chart. We have this red side right here, and we have this black side right here. The red side correlates with the red lines in the chart, and this is formulated 88 days before your birth. That's when your soul imprints on your body. Now, the black side of your chart correlates with the black lines, and this is more of your personality. This is your conscious side where the black is, and your unconscious side where the red is. So you don't see this as clearly as other people with the red lines and the red side, but the personality side, you're like, yep, that's who I am. Absolutely. Like I see that, I know that, I get that. Like that is what that is. Now there's a bunch of numbers in here that uses the Chinese I Ching. We have the Kabbalah. I almost said Kamala. The Kabbalah tree of life through these lines here, these channels. What creates definition, aka coloration, is when two channels meet. So we do have definition here. Now you are what's known as a generator. We're going to talk about your type, your strategy, and your authority. Your strategy and authority work in tandem with one another. Okay. And we're going to explain how. Now, we got 5 minutes on your timer. Let's talk about it. You, my friend, are a generator. That means you have this red square defined right here, the second to last square. And this is saying that you have enough energy from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed at night. If you have any trouble sleeping, it's because you did not exert all of the energy that you had that day. And guys, if you want to see this chart that we're reading, it's on YouTube, second link in the link tree. Now, this is a really great thing because you have enough energy to do anything you want as long as you feel inspired by the work. If you don't feel inspired by the work, you're going to burn yourself out, period. Burnout is a real medical condition. And if you're doing work that is uninspiring to you, that's just mundane, in and out, works in and out of every day, you are going to get that burnout. Okay. But if you are doing work that excites you, that is interested to you, that's just like, yep, I want to do that, then you're not going to burn out. You're going to have so much energy to see that task from beginning to end. You have it in you as long as it feels inspiring to you. Now, when you are a generator, that means that your strategy, how you work with the energy of being a generator, is through your response. You are here to respond to your environment. I'm going to say it again. Respond to your environment. That can or cannot include people. It's literally the environment you're in. So if you're at home, right, and you have a pet, let's say, and you have a dog, and your dog comes up to you and they're like, you're like, what's wrong? And then you go ahead and you figure out what's wrong. Your dog's hungry. Your dog has to go potty. Your dog just wants to cuddle and snuggle with you. Like you figure it out. So that's you simply responding to your environment, the things in your environment. You hear a bird singing outside and you're like, oh my gosh, it's the first birds I've heard since winter. Then you're going to just smile and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, the birds are here. It is that simple. Okay. Don't think about it too much. Sure, you can respond to people. Of course you can. Sometimes they're in your environment, but it's not exclusive to people. Okay. Now, your authority center in your body, which is one of the chakras, that is what these shapes are. They are part of the chakra system, the Hindu chakra system. And you can trust your gut. Your sacral center is your authority center. Again, strategy and authority work in tandem. So you're responding to something in your environment and your gut goes, yep, I want to do that thing. Go do that thing. Or your gut goes, nope, because the guttural noises, because you are trusting your gut, are or They do not say yes or no. They go or So trust in the ahas and the ahs. Now, your brain is going to naturally turn on sometimes because you are somebody who has a undefined heart or a heart that's not colored in. You have everything of your chart, all 9 centers. You have them. It's whether you have consistent access to it, like your sacral center, because it's colored in or defined, or if you have inconsistent access to them. That's the white in your chart. You have inconsistent access. Now, you may be somebody who is a people pleaser. You may be somebody who's trying to prove themselves when you don't need to prove yourself. That's what it means when you have an undefined heart. You may be trying to prove yourself when you have nothing to prove. Nothing to prove to anyone else but you, period. So your brain might turn on and go, but stop your brain right there. The body, the gut said, it's a no. So when you say no to this person, whatever the situation might be, whatever the is about, you may feel like, well, I don't want to leave anyone high and dry. I don't want to, do this or that. That's when you can just say, you know who came to mind? this job isn't good for me, but you know who came to mind? So and so. So now you've given somebody else something to respond to, or you invited somebody to ask somebody else something. So it's one of those things. So you're not going to leave anyone high and dry. You are not here to prove anything to anyone but yourself. You're also a true empath, my friend. And if you ever dabble into spirituality or mediumship or psychic abilities, you will be able to hear spirit in your left ear. You have gate 22, the gate of openness, that is hearing spirit in the left ear. But you are a true empath. You take in other people's emotions, you shake it up like a pop can, and then when you open that pop can, it's going to explode, right? So that's exactly what's happening. You're taking in other people's emotions, shaking it up, and reflecting it back at them. So when that is occurring, people are like thinking that you are the drama. You're the drama king. You are doing this or you're doing that or da 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 da. When really the drama is just being absorbed into you through everyone else. And you're the one who is actually reflecting it, amplifying it, and reflecting it back at them. They go, I sure do. I'm also a medium. Thank you. Absolutely. You being a medium, you're going to do fine no matter how you do your work, but your ability to read people is going to be stronger in person or in aura. So that would be more private readings. So if you do Zoom readings, it's going to be stronger like that. If you do in person, like face-to-face readings, it's going to be more potent like that. Or if you do over the phone readings, because that's all in aura. If you're doing stuff like how I do it, you still can do it. I believe you can still do it, but it might be a little bit more energy consuming to do it in this fashion than being face to face with somebody because you have an undefined spleen. Undefined spleen is your intuition and your instinctual center. And it's better when you're in aura so that you're taking a little bit of a sample from other people's intuition and their instincts and their energy. So that she goes, they go so energy consuming on live. It's going to be more, you can do it. Absolutely. You can do it, but it absolutely is going to be more energy consuming like that because when you're face to face, it's going to seem much more effortless. Like you're just getting the messages. They're just coming through. They're just rolling off the tongue. When you're on live, it's like, all right, give me a moment. Let me get it. And it's just more energy consuming. But you're good. You're really good. I love your chart. I think you're wonderful with your chart. I think you can manifest super well. I think you have wonderful ideas that are really a real source of energy here. So keep going forth with what you're doing because you're going to do just fine. And trust in that left ear because you're literally hearing spirit in the left ear. All right. So what do you think of your human design reading? I love human design. I'm just so intrigued. Like, what are they going to say? They liked it? Did it resonate? Was it validating? Because it really should be validating information, like truly validating information there. And if anyone else is interested, that was a human design reading we just did. It's literally my favorite modality. It changed my life for the better. Literally 3.5, almost 4 years ago. In June, it's going to be 4 years. I can't believe it. I literally quit my job 30 days after finding human design. Like, I'm not exaggerating at all. 30 days after I found my human design and I realized like I am not designed to work a 9 to 5. That's why I'm so utterly exhausted and I can't do anything else after a 9 to 5. It's because I've used all of my limited amounts of energy that I have because I have an undefined solar plexus. No, I do. But also undefined sacral center that I was just using all this energy up and not realizing that I was harming myself because of it. And now I can't cook. I can't clean. I have to wait till the weekend. And even the weekend having one day, because one day has to be a rest day and one day is the active day. And then going right back into the rest of the week. It was detrimental to me. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation there. But I hope that made sense. So I didn't see any other comment other than so energy consuming on live. So hopefully you did not get filtered there with your comment. I'm going to read your comment when I receive it. That's just how I work here. So, but there is a chance you might have been filtered. But I do hope that was validating information. I hope it resonated. I hope it made sense for you. And thank you so much for wanting a human design reading. You're my first human design reading in like a week or more. And it's my favorite reading. It's my favorite thing to do. So thank you so much for wanting a human design reading. I really appreciate it. No, you know, it is a week because I did a private reading on the 1st. So it's been a full week since I've done human design. All right. I'm going to wait just a moment longer. If anyone else is interested in a reading, it's a $15 donation, Linktree link in the profile. Otherwise, I am going to get off early today because my cat decided to be a jerk and pee in the house instead of her litter box, which is clean. It is a clean litter box. Literally cleaned it before I went live. I clean it literally every single day. I'm so frustrated by her. So frustrated. But it looks like we lost people, which is fine. So I think I'm just gonna call it. All right, guys, I love you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. Thank you for anyone who's donated. Thank you for anyone who's liked the live, who has sent in any gifts, who has commented, who's got a freebie, who's a subscriber, who's a moderator. Thank you guys so much for being here. Bye for now, Stuart. Thank you so much for being here. I just have to go and buy some Listerine and take care of a mess that I already took care of. Like I did not let that sit. Just for people to know, I did not let that sit. Like I cleaned it with bleach even. But I love you guys. Thank you so much, universe. You, my friend. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here at this time, doing this work in this way. I really appreciate you. And my angels, my ancestors, my guides. Thank you for your love, your protection, your guidance, your knowledge. Thank you to allow me to see you, feel you, and hear you. Thank you for bringing in the people that wanted a reading here today. And I love you endlessly. And I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye.